Friends, fellows, countrymen, what you see here, I think is supposed to be a facsimile of Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, circa 1996. Not perfect, though. And what do you really expect? There's no backdrop like that at the real Memorial Stadium. I think this is just a generic stadium that they use for everybody. Regardless, we've got the Kansas Jayhawks taking on the Ohio Bobcats. I almost said Buckeyes, but these are the Bobcats, the ones out of Athens. Weird story, I almost went to Ohio, so I do know quite a bit about the Ohio tradition and some stuff about Athens. I know where it is. But that's about all. Frank Solich is their coach. And in 1995, they were not very good at football, which is a shame for them in this game. And unfortunate for you Ohio fans out there watching. Nothing but respect for you guys. But this is not going to be good for Ohio because 1996 was coming off of one of the best seasons in Kansas football history. Yes, to those of you uninitiated, we do have some history here. 1995 was one of those years. Under Glenn Mason, the Jayhawks went 10-2. One of, I think, 2 times in the entire history of the program that they've won more than... or that they've had double-digit wins in a season. I know that's not great, but it is what, to be honest, it is what it is. That's one of the best seasons in history. They won the Aloha Bowl against UCLA, a good UCLA team by a lot of points, and they had some great players. Chief among them, Isaac Byrd right there, number 1, who does not make the catch, but Mark Williams, the quarterback, number 15. And the guy I believe I'm about to pitch to right here, June Henley, number 22, who was a short but fast guy at running back, one of the best running backs in the history of the program. I don't know who number 6 is here, but he manages to score, so hey, you know what? Anybody who can get a touchdown will get a touchdown in this game. And that includes for Ohio. Notice I will probably never show a kickoff in any of these series unless something magnanimous happens on it, and something magnanimous happens here for Ohio. But it also illustrates a point that I want to make about these early Sony Computer Entertainment football games, Game Day 95, 96, or I'm sorry, 96 and 97, and the first Gamebreaker. I don't think 98 was in this style. But these games were notably skewed in favor of the defense. Defensive players run twice as fast as the offensive players do. Regardless of how much field you have in front of you, you have to really struggle to get yards in a game like this. But still, they're fun games. I enjoy them a lot. I still love the original Game Day, and Game Day 97 is good. This is good. It's just like very evident of the time. Another cool little evident thing of the time was the fact that there's a little marching band here. They're in little digital marching Jayhawks. That's me right there. We'll pretend on the sousaphone, which is actually what I play. So if you're at the game, that's what I'll be doing. So cheer for me on the sousaphone, please? I guess, I don't know. I don't know who's really cheering on the band there, but I will be there. And so that's how you know I'm going to give you my complete, true, and honest opinion. Isaac Byrd scores there. He played a couple years in the NFL. So, pretty good guy. We had a couple of really good talents come out of this era as well. Dana Stubblefield, who I think graduated in 92, played for the San Francisco 49ers for a number of years. Won a Super Bowl with them. Eventually went to Washington and kind of was past his prime. But hey, he was good. And, I predict this weekend, coming off of last week, and I'm just going to kind of rap about KU football right here. I'm the only guy who uses rap in that context still in 2016, I guarantee you. Last weekend against Rhode Island was probably the best performance I've seen a KU team have against anybody in maybe 10 years, maybe 9. I think it was complete and total domination. Probably the last time I saw something like that where there was just no qualms, no difficulties for them at all, it seemed, was against Central Michigan in 2007 or maybe Nebraska in 2005. And I'm having to go back almost a decade to get a performance like that, which is good. I know Rhode Island isn't a good team. And I know KU, don't get too optimistic. I'm not thinking a bowl game or anything like that yet. If they rack up a couple more wins, it might not be that ridiculous to think, hey, maybe. But right now they are 1-0, just had a great performance, a really confidence-inspiring performance. Probably that's the most important thing, is that they poured on that team and didn't let them up. So the defense played a full 60 minutes really well. Regardless of how good Rhode Island is or isn't, they played really well for an entire game. And that's something that's so refreshing to see out of KU. The important game, and I think this is the most important game in this season so far, and this game is more important than Rhode Island was, because regardless of how well they did, if they had won that game 35-20, if they had won that game 24-20, they still would have to prove something this weekend against Ohio. And this game against Ohio is the most important game of the season. If they can win this, then the next game will. But this game's going to be endemic of what they can do, because and I don't think I used the word endemic there properly, but whatever. But if KU can come out and play well and beat Ohio, then they've got something to look forward to. I think they'll play well in conference. Maybe not win very many games, but I think they will play well and they will compete, and that's really the important thing. We'll have some good players, we'll have some standout players, but the most important thing here against Ohio is that Ohio was last year a high-level MAC team. They lost last weekend. They don't really have a quarterback to stand for right now, because I guess their senior quarterback quit the team. But that's important for KU's defense, because there they have something they can exploit. And what I want to see this weekend is them exploiting that, because the things that KU can do well is they can pass rush, and they have very high caliber safety play. And if they can get both of those things working against an inexperienced quarterback, there might be hope on the defense. And on offense, it's just consistency. Keep up what they had last week. If they can keep even half of that up, I think that there is a chance against Ohio. But they've got to show it. And so I'm excited. I'll be there. I'll be there standing, picking up and putting down a sousaphone for 60 minutes. And I hope to see you out there too if you're in the Lawrence area, whatever. Tickets are not hard to come by. Support the Jayhawks, support the football team, and of course, love yourself, have a great day. I will see you all next time on Jayhawks Through Time.